All right, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Hawa Shai, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Hawa Shai, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Hawa Shai. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Hey man, we're getting close. All right, we're getting close. Akim. All right, we're getting close. All right. I'm sure brothers are aware of this news. One of the devils, of the elites of the so-called Illuminati just dropped dead. Okay. David Rockefeller dies at the age of 101. All right. And hey, that's good. That's good, man. All right. The, this man and his family is responsible for most of the wickedness that you see on the planet Earth, man. All right. This man and his family, all right. The Rothschilds is another family. All right. They're Lucifer according to the Bible. All right, because they held the light. They hold the light. The light bearers, man, on the left hand side. They know the knowledge of wickedness. All right. This man and his family, that name is responsible for a lot of the witchcraft that goes on. You know, they have stock and funds into this institution known as the Tavistock institution based in London, England. And it's basically a psychological operation where they control your medicine, they control social media, they control intelligence. All right, basically a mind control institution. Okay, along with the Rothschilds, and his family made a killer off of the oil industry. All right, and that's how they generated all that wealth to themselves, abstracting natural resources from the earth and selling it. All right, things that he does not have true ownership of, but he took, are because he's the devil. He took everything in his possession. Was really, the scriptures do say that, Esau is he was blessed with the sword, and he was going to get the fatness of the earth. You know, so that's how he was able to get rich, get his wealth. All right. So these devils, they're the rich. All right. They never lived a, a poor day in their life. You know, they never had to live the life of the people around them. They always been hidden in the cut. Okay, they have their own jets. They have you know, me, uh, uh, mega mansion homes. All right, they have chauffeurs. They drive around in the most expensive vehicles. All right, they drink the most expensive wine and champagne. All right, these men these men live it up, man. All right, and before he gave up his old ass gave up the ghost, he was living large, man. He was living good, you know, while putting hell upon the children of Israel. Okay, his family, along with the Rothschilds, is who's pulling the strings behind all these different administrations, you know, behind all these different things of worldly affairs, man. All right. So this is a good thing, man. This devil dropped dead, and don't think for a second because he's not here no more that he ain't gonna get judgment. All right. And I'm sure he believed in his heart that he's leaving his wealth to, his children. The Lord's he's gonna get rid of this devil. All right, let me get to the scriptures, man. All right, because ultimately this devil, his spirit's gonna come back and he gonna wake up with chains, with shackles on his feet, man. All right, he's gonna wake up in shackles and chains, man. All right. Psalm 17 and 14. Yeah, this is Psalms 17 and 14. It says, from men, I'm gonna start at 13 to show you this is talking about Edomites, because Edomites are the wicked. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh, from the men of the world, which have their portion in this life. Hold up. Let me get his picture back up. All right, this old rusty reptile looking demon, all right, he had a portion in his life. All right. He lived in ultimate wealth. All right. They're the top billionaires. All right. The Rothschilds is over them because they're trillionaires, man. That's why they're the top Illuminati elite banking family. All right. But the Rockefellers will be underneath, right underneath the Rothschilds. All right. All right. It says, "In whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes." When devils like that pass on, they leave their wealth, to their children, but the Lord's going to take that away from them. All right. Let me get Psalms 49 and 11. Yeah, Psalms 49 and 11. Let me start at 10. I'm going to start at 6. Uh, I'm going to start at 6. It says, they that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to the Most High a ransom for him. For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it ceaseth forever, that he should still live forever and not see corruption. For he seeth that wise men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish, and leave their wealth to others. Their inward part, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. You know, and that's the attitude of these elites, man. They believe that their kingdom is going to continue forever. You know, but the Lord said, "You're going to cough up all the riches that you took upon yourselves, man." You know, is that Job the 20th chapter? Um, yeah, this is Job 20, and I'm gonna start at 15. He has swallowed down riches and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. And that's what's going to happen when ultimately his kingdom goes down. All right. Those of you elites that are alive and you're going to try to escape the nuclear destruction on doomsday, that's when the Lord's men are going to go and find you out. You know, we'll search you out and snatch you up out of them luxurious underground bunkers that you got set up for yourselves, or them little space stations that you got outer space that you're going to try to hide. Hey, that's when you're going to go down, man. And we're going to put you right in slavery, man. All right. And you're going to be breeding. And more than likely, when you start breeding, there's, you know, some of the devils among you that are already in a spirit world, like this devil right here who just dropped dead, you know, this morning. He's gonna come back through you, and he's gonna serve hardcore slavery, man. And he's gonna have to deal with that for 1,000 years. That's gonna be hell for you. All right, he just left heaven, and now he's rested in the spirit world. When he comes back, he's gonna come into hell. Okay, your heaven is our hell, and our heaven is gonna be your hell, man. We gonna switch spots, man, and we're gonna live way better than you ever did. Way better, man. All right. It says, he shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. Yeah, because the riches of the Gentiles is going to be brought through the gates of Jerusalem when the kingdom is established, when you heathen nations are subjugated to us through our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, according to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor. All right, yeah, you oppressed us, man. All right, you're behind MK Ultra, you know, all these different pitfalls that our people have to suffer. You know, the witchcraft. You know, you're responsible for a lot of wickedness, man. You know, you're responsible for putting that bottle to our people so that the elites can see the nakedness of Israel, man. All right. So you're gonna pay for everything that you devils done. Everything. All right. It says, because he had violently taken away an house which he built it not. Hey, the Americas, you know, and the oil that you strapped from the Americas, there's the land that you took that from and made an industry out of and generated wealth to yourself from. That land was given it was inhabited by other people. All right. And your people came and took them down, raped, robbed, and destroyed them, and you took it for yourself. Okay? That's the truth. You know? It says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, he shall not save of that which he desired. All right? So that's, you know, that's what's gonna happen, man. All right? It says, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. You know? Now let me get to the main point, man. This is it right here, man, dealing with the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. All right? And it's going to tell you what happened with the rich man after he dies. And this is a parable. All right, this is what's going to actually happen, all right? Luke 16 and 19, there was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. That's talking about, the elites. They're the rich men of this world. All right, they prosper in their riches. All right, they're the ungodly that prosper, right? Verse 20, and there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores. And Lazarus is symbolic of Israel, the poor, the meek. All right. Israel's the poor. All right. We got to go to Esau for the one of all things, right? As it says in the law. Verse 21, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. You know, that's Jake. You know, they always want a piece of the crumb. That's why they sell out to him. You know. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. You know, meaning the heathens, along with Esau, they forward the affliction. You know, they made sure they kept us in this poor estate. You know, where we're living in the ghetto in the slums. You know, any business that we try to set up, you know, it goes belly up. You know, which that goes back to the curse. But the heathens, they help forward the affliction, man. You know, it says, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried, right? So both died, and it's like as the scriptures say, you know, all go to one place. You know, our bodies, we die, we go into the grave, and our spirits go back to the Father who created us, right? But this is talking about an event, man, a place, man. All right. Basically, Abraham's bosom is representation of the kingdom of heaven. All right. Where Israel is going to rule on the planet Earth. It's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. All right. And that same rich man, these elites, the devil is representation of Esau, the elites. You know, the Edomites, but starting with the elite banking families, the Illuminati. All right, they're gonna come back, right? Like this devil here, David Rockefeller, right? He's gonna lift his eyes. All right, in hell, he lift up his eyes. All right, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. All right, so you're gonna see the children of Israel who you afflicted, who you oppressed. All right, who you stole from, who you put in slavery. You're gonna see them in the kingdom, and they're gonna be over you. They're gonna be glorious. You know, this is what David Rockefeller has to look forward to when he comes back in the reincarnation, man. He's gonna lift up his eyes in hell. He's gonna wake up to hell, man. He's gonna wake up with shackles on his feet. He's gonna wake up under in curses. Okay? Pursuing the Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter, the curses that are placed upon us is going to be placed upon our enemies. So he's going to wake up in hell. He's going to wake up cursed, right? And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. That's symbolic of, you know, basically telling, uh, 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 you know, begging the Lord to have mercy upon him, you know, because we're going to be whooping their ass, man. We're going to be beating them. We're going to be putting them to death and bringing them back. You know, they're going to be in hardcore slavery. They're going to be building up our kingdom. You know, our hearts are going to be meditating terror because the Lord said we're going to do everything that they've done to us unto them. And they're going to get it double. They're going to drink up the dregs of the cup, right? It's going to be bitter for them. That's what that means, you know? And this isn't talking about hell where they're going to be burning forever, all right? You can, wow, how could you dip the tip of your finger in water to cool a man's tongue if he's on fire? That doesn't make sense. All right, you got to read with understanding, man. All right, this is verse 25. But Abraham said, Son, remember thou that thou in thy lifetime receive this thy good things, like that wealth, like the riches, right? And likewise Lazarus evil things, yeah, being oppressed, you know, being enslaved, being lied to, right? But now is he comforted, and thou art tormented. You know, now the roles have switched. All right, the kingdom has been translated from one people to another. All right, now we're in our comfort zone. Now we're rich. and wealthy. Now we're in our glory, and now you're in captivity. Now you're catching hell, right? And beside all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they should pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that would come from thence. You see that? And that great gulf fixed. Let me look that up real quick. I believe the Apostle Gabar went into that before. It's from the Greek chasma, and it means a gaping opening, a chasm, a gulf, right? Meaning you can't come into our position. It's going to be impossible. All right, you're going to be placed in your lot as a slave, man. You're going to be a slave under the nation of Israel. All right, we can't trade places. That's it. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to get out of your condition when you come back in the kingdom of heaven. All right, and that goes for this devil when he wakes up in the kingdom, when his spirit comes back, and the rest of the Rockefellers and the rest of the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, you know, the DuPonts, the Gettys, you know, the Chase family, the Collins, all these devils, man. All right. Let me get one more scripture before I close out. Is it Isaiah 24? Yeah, Isaiah 24 and 21. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high. Yep, that's you Illuminati, man. All right, the Rockefellers, all those different families I just named, and the kings of the earth upon the earth, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Okay, this is what's gonna happen to you, you elites, man. All right, because this devil dropped dead, he did not escape his judgment. All right, his judgment is gonna begin on his ass when he comes back through you devils, the ones of you that don't die when his destruction takes place and the Lord comes back. All right, so hey, call Allah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, death to you devils, man. All right, any more of you devils drop dead, your spirits are gonna come back and you're gonna taste of that cup, man. All right, so with that. Call her Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Akim.